Welcome back to Ace Attorney. Sorry, guys. When we last left off, we kind of just... Oh, yeah. Maya's kind of court contempt and was sent to prison for a bit, but... Because she was trying to help Edgeworth and blah, 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 blah. So I think we're just bailing her out now. Maya. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you go and do that anyways? I don't know. I just know I had to do something. I know I'm not a lawyer, my sister was, but I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave yourself from now on. Oh, okay. Do I really have to talk to her? This seems pointless. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you off after questioning. Whew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, right? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you the bill or something. Why do I picture a giant bale of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? No, I can't get through it to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. It sounds like she did do her best. I should check and see if there's any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Oh, anything I should show her? I don't think she has anything. Okay, well, see you later. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. I haven't seen Larry around today at all. Well, we just got here. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with lovely Kyance. Yeah, again, we just got here, so I don't know what he's talking about. I haven't seen him all day. It's like I haven't been at the park. Looks like the boat renter shop is closed today, too. There's a lot of heart over here. She got some splaining to do. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, yes. What about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks? Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him being becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DLC-6 incident? DL6 incident? Yep, that one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Uh-huh. She's not out on bail yet. That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written. Man, I don't know what would happen if that courtroom today if she wasn't there. Seeing her get dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, was so moved I saw his lip tremble. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report from Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh wait, I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Okay, let's go pick her up, I guess. My partner in crime. Hey, Nick. We finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like, I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted the bail for you. He said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Okay. Let's go then. Let's go and win this case. I don't know why I went to criminal affairs. I'm assuming no one's here. Yeah. At the scene again. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Edgeworth. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lada. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflecting, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I went up there and started blabbering any old thing that came to mind. Lada. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up. What did you think about today's trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial only stoking the flames of Gordy forever. I'll get my exclusive photo and rock it to the stardom. Alright, Lada, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigator photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lada, what do you mean by making it out to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Varn Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Oh. Hey, I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's all written on your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. Are you? Probably. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Well, I guess I don't know what the deal is. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker. I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen, good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. What? Gordy? But Gordy doesn't, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, you all come to me first, got it? Okay. Right. See you later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean Gordy. I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? What the... The Steel Samurai, Nick? Yo, Maya. Larry? What the heck is that? Oh, was my girl Kinsei's idea. She was all, if you, like, put that there, it would be, like, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow. That's real impressive. She could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now. So she's got them for free. Right. I don't know what you're talking about, but cool. Edgeworth, yo, Nick. What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day of court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on out. Huh? Yeah. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right. When the DL6 incident happened, doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had him for about a month. Yeah, it's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. That compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air into the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repair. Oh, and here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about the Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True concessionaries like Cody and me don't fall for the kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I used it to fill it up with balloon with the air and all that junk. Huh? Neat. Just got it repaired yesterday, man. What a drag that was. I think that's all I really need to look at. Oh, maybe the flags. Those flags look sadly out of place here, flapping listlessly back and forth in the cold wind under the cold sky. I don't know, I think it gives the place kind of a festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know about the War of the Eyeglasses? What the heck is it? Our local fair used to do that every summer. Huh, I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what the heck is it? Okay, well, that's been fun. We're gonna... Peace out. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder in the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. No, not you. Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no, you don't. I told you no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It triggered on one of Von Karma's finger snapping now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry is nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Why did I go here again? No, I want to go back to see Detective Gumshoe. I think. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again? What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything, besides money, that is. How is the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him, and Edgeworth never talked about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your mind? You got no time for wild monster hunting. How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see you, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of the newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are the best of the brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a K9 police dog, still in training. Missile? Missile. Here, boy. Here he is. He's so cute. Look, Nick, cute dog. A cute dog. And this will help us how? Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah? How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive, right? How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, it might have been eating soda cans. Well, which one will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either for the total opposite reason. Oh, well, I suppose I can't hurt to borrow one. I think it's the metal detector we're supposed to borrow, if I remember right. Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting up for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Is Edgeworth here? Can I talk to Edgeworth? Looks like Edgeworth is in for questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Where do I use this metal detector, though? Sweet, perfect. Nick, it's beeping. The metal detector found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick, look. Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh. There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. But it's heavy, Maya. Hey, I found your toy. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's strings of flags around the air tank? It's just like the strings of flags around your Steel Samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary school. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyways? You used it to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz, so I tried using the tank to inflate it just once, and, it didn't go so well, as I suspected. It didn't go so well. Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on, man. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine, whatever. It's like what I said. The compressor was busted, so I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with it. And then the valve busted open and made this incredible noise, and that tank took off like a rocket, and it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of the gourd. That's for sure. So you ran away from... Okay, great. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in my boat looking for it. I mean, Kensei gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder, but you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know what happened either? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Here's your Gordy. Yep, I have to say I know exactly squat about that. It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch Lada's interest. Do I have to tell her? Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop of Gordy for me yet? Huh? Gordy? Oh, we found him already. What? I haven't seen any monster yet. Y'all for real? Gordy really exists? Wait. I need proof. You got a photo? I have proof. Of course I have proof. No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it? That's when you made the contact with Gordy. Enough jibber jabber. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be my friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and then it blew away. The tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dream. I'm sorry, Lada. Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lada. So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They say he's the caretaker of the boat rental shop. Up the path here? Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lada, we will. let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else. Yeah, the night of the murder, my camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Bye now. You all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lada. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry's familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Okay, let's go to the boat shop. You suck, Larry. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lada was talking about. You're right. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Well, let's go check it out anyways. Okay, let's see if the door's unlocked then. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. What am I looking for? There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. What am I looking for? There's more forest out this way. I doubt I'd find anything helpful, clues-wise, in there. Yeah. Nope. Oh, we can go in. Duh. Okay. Meg, that you? Eek! Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handled this. I think I'll leave this one to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, Squawk? Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on the perch. Keith. Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I've had to say the name of a pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, Squawk? Yep. Zzz. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Okay, Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. It ignored me. What you forget, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, Squawk. See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Old Polly can say a lot of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on the table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that for the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink a hot cocoa. And what? Talk about murder? Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick. This fishing pole looks expensive. Look, a little safe. It's locked. Wow, he has a television in here too? Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like this. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. Alright, let's talk, bud. Pasta shop? Yep, to think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you the third generation. Meg? Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secret of the dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes. You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg? Yes. You know the best pasta always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course, everybody knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all-in-the-family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. Buddy? This is a boat rental shop, right? What are y'all talking about? This is a palace of pasta, the wet noodle. Though now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngster these days, darn if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere, but this old man is a witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. My memory's gotten worse lately. That's why I just tell everything important to the old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk. Alright. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write the numbers down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist scheme. Is he gonna let? No, he's not gonna list. But we have the numbers. What would get him to talk? Maybe we just present Polly? You wanna talk about your bird? Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow blend? I figured the last color we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. I really don't have anything I'd feel... That a lawyer's badge? Yes it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick? Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here to investigate a murder that took place on the lake the other night. Please, help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister? Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll all run the wet noodle. Sure, whatever you say, buddy. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg. Yes. You bring a tear to your old man eye, you know? Now, what was it you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Maybe I answered that wrong. Maybe I was supposed to say I can't do that. Okay, my bad. Let's try that again. Oh no, that's not working. Nope, doesn't care about Maya's mother. Yep, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith? Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad? you know something about this? Yep, the other night. Out on the lake. Yes, yes. I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another bang. A little while later, this boat came back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, I promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, the kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing that tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to the court tomorrow. Really? Somehow, I don't think we're going to get much useful information out of this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question, huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. What? Huh? What did she say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. Squawk. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister, I mean dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure that out, and who this old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Oh god. Leave me alone, Larry. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something, huh? You know that boat rental shop down the Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in the court tomorrow, right? Huh? How do you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an oddball. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us, huh? We need to know more about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 incident. Mr. Edgeworth forbid us from reading the files, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you could convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to the case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop parrot. The parrot knew about the incident. The incident? The DL6? Well, what? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget about DL6. Squawk! Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to the DL6? Oh my god, I think that's what we've been saying this whole time. Nick. Nick, you think he might be? I get ya. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's record room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth's past. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find the DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred, because of DL6. Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go and get the right file. Give me the case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle of the main facts, like the summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary, like, in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes, so Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, I found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be about 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and the other evidence, it could not have been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. It sounds just like this current case. What is going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well then, he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to the defense lawyer Robert Hammond, the victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in the DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take this whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we need? Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyways? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? Very well, no opening statement. So, not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Oh, right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end in 3 minutes from now. Order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat owner. The boat shop owner. Hey, buddy. Witness, state your profession. Yes, I'm the proprietary of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gore Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't even heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute, the witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask it, Mr. Wright. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall it, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony, then shall we, witness? Shall we, witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I, rent boats, as usual, when I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. And then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat came back to the shore and a man walked by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin a cross-examination. What is your problem, buddy? There is nothing to question in my witness testimony, ergo, no need to cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright. Don't cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised that you seemed sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did, yep. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I, rent boats as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for the court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was at the shop. Witness, please continue. When I heard a bang, yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figured. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. but you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat came... Wait a second. Yeah, you know, her saying that... Him saying that kind of might have... Shows an empty lake, taken automatically on the 24th. He said it was just after midnight though, right? When I looked out the window, and then I heard a bang, yep. Just after midnight. Maybe I'm jumping the gun on this. Sorry, Judge, I'm a terrible lawyer. Okay, let's try and figure out. Just about then, the boat came back to the shore. By your window? Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little old shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is rather important detail. Please add this to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. If you know Von Karma, he spent time preparing his witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. It's tough being a lawyer. I should press on that statement too. I feel like... Because I really can't see anything that's jumping out at me. I see some things that I feel like maybe I'm ahead of myself a little bit. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead. As he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that edgy boy. The Edgeworth boy. Edgy boy. Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into a cross-examination so he could set me up just to fail. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, we've proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. Are you ignoring the truth of the matter here? Everything in this witness testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high of expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. The court sees no reason to further prolong this trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretations of the fact. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, The accused was surrendered to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me? Huh? What? Larry! What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but I remember. Remember what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. I call for an adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard the gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That's right. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyway, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He can make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went to look for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and there was an air tank that night? Yeah. Yeah, hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol laying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason to, really. I see. Right? Yeah. This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry now. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quickly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over on the lake, but I didn't see a boat, so after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, you've came this far. There's no way to go back but forward. You can only go forward, my friend. That night, I was out on the boat in the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quickly slipped the boat back into the rental shop deck. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12? Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human's sundial, okay? People who use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked all on the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of the case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick. It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay, so what we have is one gunshot. So I quickly slipped to the boat Then as I was thinking about going home, I heard a bang. I looked over to the lake, but I didn't see anything. Okay, that seems like it contradicts with Lada's thing. Well, wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lada Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just said that the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard one gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I, might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. With my headphones? What? Order. And stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Kama, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Yeah, that's right. No, I think I've heard enough. That is all too embarrassing. In fact, I think we've all heard enough. What are you thinking, Nick? If you stop now, Mr. Edgeworth will be found guilty. We have to turn this trial around now. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give a testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas. That's why I was listening to the All Request show on the radio, see? I was listening to the real boomin' loud, like... But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly when the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. You were listening to the radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyways, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talked between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine this witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why... Okay, let's go to the DJ, what he heard. What did he say? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what the radio DJ said to us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see a reason why we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should care. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard a gunshot." Dun, dun, dun. It's almost Christmas. So if this was the first one, and this was the second one, it would be after Christmas. Larry, are you absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct, huh? What's with the face, dude? You look scared. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes, but he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Mrs. Hart camera. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard a gunshot after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claims? He heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's... right? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. It was fired 3 times. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. I guess that would make sense out of the yesterday's testimony. Bah, you waste your time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness just didn't think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things? Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh yeah, but there's nothing on the lake in this photo. You're right. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen the night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separate by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separate by 25 minutes. Oh my. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai, huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murder in the last case had the same idea as the murder in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say something that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer other than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat and Robert Hammond fell to the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility, yes, but this is assuming that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have a photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 minutes after midnight, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men are on the boat. The murderer and Hammond. No. Edgeworth, well, it's definitely... Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the gist of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth doesn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it is... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? But again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer in this is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he go to? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder took place. I would assume he would just do it in his boat shop then. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Did you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He found it and returned the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at that time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Let me repeat everything we just discovered again. Nick, you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out onto the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol out on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Oh, details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. I believe the shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that everything else falls in place, the boat shop caretaker swims back to his shop, then he puts Mr. Hammond's wet coat body back on the body and throws the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. What's up with the silent act? Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are here waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct, astonishingly so, actually. Yes, several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir? Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask you to remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't in the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Kama, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict until these circumstances. Under these circumstances, I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilizes all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is the boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I shifted through all his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our case weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of the clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try and smile a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. December 27th. Right in code. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed, a memory of a murder, blah blah blah. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Maya? Swoon at me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Come on, Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I'm sitting, Edgy seems pretty edgy. I mean, could you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know. But what do I do? I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles, and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in the class got the lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyways, this kid envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mentioned it, I do remember that. I could see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyways, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one in the class. So they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in the class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, give me my money back. You're such a meanie. No one will want to play with you, just admit it. You can't hide from the truth. Tell us the truth. We're gonna play. No. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I've done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Everything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't have to apologize. Everyone has been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. We don't need proofs. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody's ganging up and picking up on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it means to be alone, what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I've done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyways, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father, a famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident, right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict, anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, and I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why you became a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet up with me whether he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one else is on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who and what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of the evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Get out of my office, Larry. I don't want you here anymore. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker. Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one more thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in there for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyways, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Yeah, that's the reason, I'm sure. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk, the days of my youth. Like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw in today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways? Who knows? Nobody's home. Hello, Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello. Can we open this crate now? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the numbers of the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey. He keeps it locked up, right? So there must be something of value in here. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see. What's in here? I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten is very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of this letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail, how to kill Robert Hammonds and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in court today. It's all here, it's in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like there are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions, but who would have written this letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain, this letter is an amazing clue. I think that's the only thing we needed here. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyways. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great. Now the bird's going to hate me. Do I go to Grossberg now, or do I go to the detentions, criminal affairs? No, Gumshoe's chasing whoever. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow? Boat shop caretaker? He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing he did, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. I guess we'll go to... 1 day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Let's go to Grossberg then, I guess. He's out again. When does he work anyways? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, guess we're going to the detention center then? Hey, buddy. You looks as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembered. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyways. Mr. Edgeworth didn't, you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyways? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond, right? On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in the elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in the court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to the lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What was your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all of the cases he has taken on, none were left unresolved. And not one suspect was ever declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of those suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, and to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat renter caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyways? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant? You got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitation on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you think you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi. The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong, just incredible. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and darkness closed in on us in the little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out, help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he take revenge on you? Right? Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell you. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this easier for anyone. I just read this. I'm not reading this again. I can't breathe. You're using up my oxygen. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you doing? Stop breathing my air. No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol laying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father. Bang. And with that scream, I wake up. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But, but, that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, the letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like, it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about DL6, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Yes, there is. Is he back now? Good. Mr. Grossberg, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't breathe. Believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well... Also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he wanted to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was inconceivably wrecked. Irreparably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peers. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister, Gregory Edgeworth, was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Oh, is this a letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, not one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clients found innocent, so why should that matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was it? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred Van Karma? Van Karma, why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Van Karma. Well, wait, you're right, my boy. This is Van Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct, Mr. Manfred Van Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Van Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Van Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Van Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I don't know. Yet I do know that Van Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Van Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Van Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Van Karma? Van Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Van Karma of faulty evidence, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Van Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Van Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see? A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for this man. That was the first time and the last vacation he's taken in his many years as prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, goes to sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Van Karma is going to bring up DL6 incident, so you bet on that. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know? I know that. I just don't believe I don't believe in Edgeworth. I just believe in Edgeworth innocent. Yeah, Edgeworth is guilty. I believe he's guilty, and we should reconsider. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admitted it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials... So do I go check the... There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for that old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the record room again. Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Van Karma's in there now anyways. You can go in as long as he's there. Van Karma, yes. He just arrived, actually. Van Karma's in the records room? Nick, let's hurry. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Van Karma. One of these drawers are open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. Well, what? What are you doing in here? Eek! Van Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other other day. What? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team? Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things that to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticizist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bittered rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of the trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly, you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in the court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit the murder? Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bringing it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 voltage will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! Whoa, what are you... Nick, run! Ah! Maya, out of my way. Ugh. He got us. The letter's gone, of course, and he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya. Maya, open your eyes. Maya. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya. Ugh. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet. DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped at him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in the court tomorrow. And that will be next time I stream. There we go. So I'll see you guys next time. Please follow if you haven't. If you're liking this. Peace out.